Sango was principally an idea that Richard and I, began throwing around, I'd say, the latter part of 2010. And we were looking for ideas that were unique, ideas that US investors would be interested in backing, but also a team of people that they were going to get local African experience, expertise, alongside a global mindset, a global investment mindset.
We're trying to redefine investing in Africa, I think is our mission. I think that when we set up Sango, we had a couple of thoughts in mind that all dovetail with that mission. I think one was to raise the bar on investing, to really get smart institutional investors thinking about Africa as a great commercial destination. Part of that was to change the narrative around investing. A lot of what's happened in African private investing has been funded by development finance institutions. So change that from a development mindset to purely commercial mindset.
What I see in Sango that makes me want to work with us is two highly intellectual, dynamic, entrepreneurial co-founders, an environment built on mutual respect, and a team of really good, solid people.
Sango is unique in the private equity space. It is the brainchild of our partners, Richard and Charles, who have very clear vision of how they want to invest on the African continent.
Sango's main competitive advantage is that we sit on information flow across Africa. So we're able to borrow ideas from other parts of Africa to portfolio companies in specific regions.
We differentiate ourselves from other private equity firms, mostly because of the innovation, the insight and the resources, the personal contacts that get us through to the deals that other companies don't get hold of. It's a lot of interpersonal relationships, and our GPs trust us and they rely on us for innovative solutions.
The reason we focus on Africa is because we've seen the growth potential of Africa. We've seen that there's a lot of things that can be done through having access to capital that can really improve growth potential of the continent, and through providing that capital, you can really make sure that you are, developing or make sure that your investors are earning superior returns.
The caliber of the team is really something quite incredible. I think that the process to onboard staff and to get staff in is really rigorous. So they really do go about picking the kind of cream of the crop and really looking specifically to fill kind of niche roles in the market other than just kind of blanket hiring. I think that the team is really passionate about what they do here, and I think also really passionate about work on the African continent.
My passion, certainly lies in what we're able to do and the changes we're able to bring to lives within Africa. I'd love to look back one day and know that we certainly made a difference and we can see that difference.
This is how I want to contribute to growth in Africa. For example, I can't be a nurse, I can't be a teacher, but I can certainly invest in a company that provides those kind of services to people. And I feel like, this is how I'm able to reach as many people as possible.
I think one of the best things about what we do, which is not possible in much of the world, is that we have a unique opportunity, which is we can make investments that produce outsized returns, and we can do an outsized amount of good. If you think about the global investment world today, in most things people do, it is not possible to do those two things simultaneously. You either make investments, make a lot of money, and don't really help anyone that much, don't change people's lives, or you make investments that change people's lives that go bust and don't make money. And I think the development of Africa is at a stage where you have just the right bits and pieces to allow you to be a commercial investor that is very well rewarded, but to also allow you to have a real legacy.
Primarily, we aim to deliver high returns back to these investors, but by being a trusted partner in Africa that understands what we're doing, that understands the risks that are inherent in investing in Africa, avoids them in a clever way, but most importantly, that is a trusted partner for a global set of investors.